So we're going to talk about the last of the three forms of a quadratic, which is intercept forms. Let me show you what it looks like. Again, with the A, tell me what A does to the graph. Tells you if it's up or down. What else? How wide it is, right? Skinny, wide, average. Uh-oh, that should, one of those should be a Q. Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, it's been a long day. What is an intercept? Falls where?
On the y-intercept.
On the y-intercept. On the axis. On that particular axis. So these, we've talked a lot in standard form. We talked a lot about a y-intercept. It was that number on the end. Now we're going to talk about x-intercepts when it's in intercept form. Okay? What this does, remember vertex form gives us the vertex, so intercept form gives us the intercepts. So P and Q, so yes, this time it's giving us the easy point and the reflected point, so what's left for us to find? The vertex, okay?
That's all. Can you not just, if you have the easy point and the reflection point, can't you just go and find the symmetrical part?
That is absolutely what we're going to do, right in the middle of it, yes. All right, guys, let me have your attention. So P and Q. So John was saying if this is the easy point and the reflected point, we can just find in the middle, and that's exactly what we're going to do to find it. So here, P is an x-intercept. Q is an x-intercept. But you have to change the signs. Remember how we changed the sign on the K? Okay? Same thing here, opposite sign. Thank you. Do you understand why there are two? If I have a parabola like this,
The coordinates got two numbers.
look. What's not a coordinate? It's actually 2 points. It's crossing the x-axis twice. Okay? And not all parabolas will, but the ones that can be written in this form will cross it twice. If I came over here and had this as my parabola, it's got 2 x-intercepts. Those are the points that it's giving us. You don't have to. I was just showing you a visual there. Okay. So, let me give you an example one and see if you can tell me what the intercepts are. Guys, looking at this equation, tell me where it crosses the x-axis. -1 and 3. All right, it's not a point this time, so be very careful. This is saying at -1 and at 3. Okay, not the point -1, 3, but at x equals -1 and at x equals 3. Always opposite. So any of these, if it's in parentheses, it's opposite. Remember that H is in parentheses also. Now, how, and John's actually already said this, if these are the easy point and the reflected point, then the vertex lies in the middle, right? How do you find in the middle of 2 points? If you can't count, if they're not nice whole numbers and you can't count, what do you do? Okay, so if I did 3 minus -1, I would get 4. What's 4? Think in terms of geometry. You learned a little formula to find in the middle of 2 points.
X1 minus X2.
Close. Instead of subtracting them, you add. If I do -1 plus 3 and then divide by 2, So in other words, I'm averaging them together. When I average something, it finds the middle, right? Yeah, you can say yeah, it does. What is negative 1 plus 3? What is 2 divided by 2? Does everybody agree that 1 is exactly in the middle of negative 1 and 3? Okay, so adding them together and dividing by 2 gives me the middle. Now, that's the only calculation I've done so far. See, I pulled the 3 and the negative 1 from the equation. I found the middle. My problem now is because the vertex is somewhere on this line. How do you think I find where? And I'll give you a hint.
Plug in.
Yes, that's always, this is the line x equals 1. Well, if x equals 1 and I want to know what y equals, what do I do every time? Plug it in the formulas. If x is 1, then y is 1/2, 1 plus 1, 1 minus 3. Does that make sense? First, 1 plus 1 is what?
2.
2. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Now multiply.
4.
Negative 4. So that means I go down, and on that axis of symmetry there in the middle is my vertex, like that. Now, I haven't even given you the steps yet. Y'all kind of came up to this on your own, knowing what you know about parabolas. I nudged you in the right direction. But knowing what you know about parabolas, I hope this just makes sense. A little bit. So now let's look at your notes. I've got steps on one side. The example will run alongside on the back. And then there's an example on the bottom, and I'm going to change that example on the bottom just a little bit. And we're going to do it together. Change that first to x. What did I just do? What were my intercepts? 1 and 3. Come on. You can change those signs. I want you to change that first example to this. Yep. All right. First thing we're going to do is we're going to find and plot, and these steps are on the other side here. We're going to find and plot the intercepts, the P and the Q. So David said, oh, he saw it. What are they, David? What'd you say they were? You said a minute ago. Negative 1 and 1. Now we're going to pretend like when we find the middle here that we can't just count and know where the middle is. We're going to find it the mathematical way. So to find in the middle of the 2 points, and I'm going to say here I'm finding my vertex because that's what I'm doing. How do you find the x part? Which is the middle. How do you find in the middle? Add them and divide by 2. Make sure when you do this that you are adding them after you change the sign. Okay? It won't make much difference on this one, but the others it will. So after you change the sign. What is 1 plus negative 1? 0. Divided by 2 is 0. So that tells me my axis of symmetry is here. My only question now is where here is that point? How do I find it?
Like that.
You plug it in. I've got X, I need Y, so I plug it in. -2, 0 plus 1, 0 minus 1. What do you get? What is -2 times +1 times -1? What is it? +2. That's right. Up to. What do you think? You think this was easier than last night's?
Yeah.
Well, David, I'm so glad that you might actually do it. Y'all want to do another one? Yes.